Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my tiny kitchen. I'm Quintana, here with another fun recipe to share. Finally, stuffed grape leaves. Not the dolmas that are like the delicious Mediterranean spiced stuffed grape leaves. These are very special to me. I grew up eating them, although it took me a while. As we know, kids can be dummies when it comes to food sometimes, and I was one of those dummies because as a child, they looked gross to me. But my cousin, who we were inseparable growing up, and I can't believe I didn't eat them because she did, but she finally convinced me to try it. And I was so mad at myself after trying it that I had missed out on so many years of cookouts, family gatherings, that my aunt would cook these and make these, and I did not want to eat them. I could have eaten them the whole time and enjoyed them. They are her special stuffed grape leaves, and I hope that you're as excited as I am. All right, so let's get started with our ingredients. It's very simple. You need, and I'm gonna let you know that I do half my aunt's recipe, just because I'm cooking for two and that's it. So it would be a little excessive to make the whole 3 pounds. So I half everything, but if you have a larger family, just double it and you'll be all set. So I have 1.5 pounds of good ground beef. And you use, for every pound of ground beef, you'll use a quarter cup of rice. And I'm such a nerd that I just measured it in grams. And it's actually, a quarter cup is about 50 grams of rice. So I use 75 grams of rice. Onion powder and garlic powder, I like to season my meat with. I don't think my aunt does. They're still delicious, but I remember my sister made them once and the meat exploded in my mouth with more flavor than usual. And it turned out she seasoned her beef. What a concept. There's half a jar of grape leaves. You can find these in your grocery store, obviously, usually kind of in the pickled aisle, or just ask someone who works there and they can help you. And then I use half cup each of water and lemon juice. You can use the lemon juice that comes pre-squeezed in the bottle, but I like to use fresh lemon juice. So half cup of lemon juice, half cup of water. And let's move on to the first step, which is going to be seasoning our ground beef and adding the rice and mixing it all together. Let's get our ground beef all set, shall we? So we're gonna dump in these 75 grams of uncooked rice, the onion powder and garlic powder. Actually, they're granules. And I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of salt. And let's get to mixing. All right, that looks good. Nice and mixed, not too over mixed. Now we do the fun part, stuffing the leaves. Now's the fun part. So what you're gonna wanna do is get a little bit of the mixture, the ground beef mixture, and kind of, use your judgment going with the size of the leaf, how much meat you want to stuff it with. And then kind of just like fold it up like a diaper and then put it in a pot. If you're going to do the full recipe with 3 pounds and a full jar of grape leaves, I would suggest a large pot to cook them in. But since I half it, I can do a medium pot and get away with it. So this is what we're going to do for the rest of the leaves. You just kind of get in the zone, get in the rolling zone, and then you're off to the races. Won't you join me? So I'm sure you noticed that I had some grape leaves left over. That is no big deal if you do. I just put them back in the jar and use them for next time. I do have to say this would never happen when my aunt would make them. She would have enough meat mixture left over to make these meatballs that would sit on top that were so delicious. So next comes the hardest part, and that is letting them cook the whole time. So we're going to dump the lemon juice and water all over it, and then you're going to set it on the stove, bring it to a boil, and then let it simmer for about 45 minutes to an hour. And then we get to eat them. You guys, here's the finished product. It has been simmering for a good 50 minutes, and I let it cool a little bit, let them cool a little bit, and now it's time for the taste test, and I can't wait. Oh my gosh. Lemony, juicy. The leaf just adds that flavor that's so perfect. They're so good, you guys. So that's it. Super simple, really delicious stuffed grape leaves a la my Aunt Terry, who I can't believe still speaks to me to this day, considering the hell that my cousin Stacy and I put her through. It was all out of love, though. Thank you so much for coming back to my tiny kitchen. I hope you'll also try to make these. I got a lovely picture of chicken meatballs by my friend Robin. I love, love, love seeing that. Please let me know if you try this recipe. Can't wait to see you next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell your friends. Spread the word. And I'll see you next week again in my tiny kitchen.